Can you see your reflection in my lips yet? I love that for me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's me, Asha. Yes, it's me, Asha. Back again with a new video, guys. What is up? How are you? Please ignore my nails. I'm getting my nails done on Wednesday. Chose a new nail lady. You guys don't care about that. Guys, hello. Nice to meet you. My name is Asha. Virtual hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hug, hug, hug. Mwah. Love you. You guys are here today because you want to know 5 ways to get out of a situationship. This is very prevalent. You know, we've been experiencing a couple of full moons lately, which has been causing me personally to feel extremely reflective and a little in my feelings. I'm just saying. But you know the drill by now. If you don't, first of all, welcome to the A-Team. Follow me on Instagram if you have not already. Asha, that will be right here. And also, do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not already, because we are trying to grow the A-Team, baby. Let's jump right into this video. Number 1, what we're gonna say is to take inventory. Take inventory of what is going on. Think about when things became confusing to you and write them down if you have to. Yes, write them down. As silly as that may sound, you actually need to write these things down so that you can remember what's going on. And also understand that if you are dealing with this, that's because more than likely the guy that you are with doesn't want to make it official. Number 2, now you're going to create boundaries. Now, you must be ready to commit to these boundaries that you are creating or setting for yourself, or you're going to fail. Get in the habit of training your brain to not allow people in your life to only act on consequence. When they had you, they should have acted better, and you should not have been single and hurting and questioning, what are we? What did I do wrong? All these things, and stalking him all day on social media. Okay? So what are some examples of boundaries that you can set? No more last minute, low effort dates. This is gonna force you to see his lack of interest and his lack of effort in going on, you know, dates with you or lack thereof. So please be prepared to understand that there's a very high possibility that without you reaching out, AKA without you watering a dead plant, that this person will not be communicating with you at all. So like I was saying, you're going to have the harsh reality of realizing, oh my gosh, I've been watering a dead plant. Every time I reach out, he does this whole passive, you know, reciprocation sort of thing where, sorry about that. Only when you are communicating to him, then he's communicating back with you. Otherwise, you won't hear from him. And don't make excuses for him. Well, I did tell him what times you were available. I haven't heard from him all week, but maybe he's just been really busy because I know he works. Oh, but he makes time to message you when he wants you to come over though, right? Like, I'll wait. You know that I'm not. Stop. You were in a situationship and you were watching this. You have to understand that there is no quick fix, easy way out of just getting out heartbreak free or not being hurt, or that this is going to be some sort of easy ride. Nothing about anything that I'm even suggesting is going to be easy. These are just ways to go about it, to be proactive and to take action in actually getting out of it. Now, this actually does require a certain amount of awareness and willpower, of course, and, you know, strength. Otherwise, I can say this till, you know, the cows come home, 9 ways to, you know, to heaven, and you're just not gonna get anything done. Nothing will change. You have to actually implement these things. You creating boundaries is kind of, you know, giving him a little bit of a chance to step up to the plate to show whether or not he cares really. But I'm really gonna be honest with you. The reason why I also put this in here to implement is because 9 times out of 10, they never even get to that step. When you tell them the times you're available, or when you try to implement the boundaries and not accept certain, you know, late night rendezvous dates or lack thereof, you're gonna start to see quickly that the relationship dwindles down, and that's all that it really ever was. So now we are on to step number 3. Going along with being brutally honest and talking to yourself, I actually want you guys to say certain, I guess, affirmations to yourself. For instance, you came to the conclusion that you're over and you're done being treated this way. And you say to yourself, you can even look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am ready to heal from this situation and I attract healthy relationships from here on out. Continue to say that to yourself in the mirror. It's a very powerful exercise. It seems very silly and pointless. Like, what do I look like standing in the mirror talking to myself? I look crazy. First of all, who's looking at you? Calm down. Secondly, this stuff really does work. There seems to be magic in affirmations. There's magic in, as you guys know, I believe in the law of attraction. I remember one time there was this exercise that I was practicing, I think it was from Lisa Nichols, and she was basically saying things that she does every day. And one of the exercises that she was talking about was writing down certain things, saying, you know, your name. So an example of that would be Asha. You can say, I forgive you for, and you say what you forgive yourself for, or you say, Asha, I commit to you that, if you have a certain goal that you want to do. So I figured then you can do that for anything. You can do that saying, I am ready to heal. I am healed. I attract healthy dynamics from here on out for the rest of my life. I will be strong and not let things happen like this to me again. I don't harbor any resentment. I let it go and I set myself free. And guess what? There's no other way around it. The other way around getting out of a situationship is you can be resentful, which leads to being petty, which leads to you being jaded. And what do hurt people do? They hurt people. So then the problem with people that are jaded is they are actually victims, right? That didn't really make the cut. So what they do is they go out and they hurt other people. That cycle has the potential to continue. And the issue with that is you can no longer differentiate people that are actually good for you, and you have the potential to end up ruining someone that could have been really great for you because you were not capable of seeing that, because you were stuck on being jaded from your past, and you don't want to be that person. I think that's a lot harder to deal with, you know, ruining something that could have been great as opposed to getting over something that was not meant for you in the first place. Right? An individual does not want to be with you. There is absolutely nothing that you can do to change that. Yeah. There's no, I don't know. Some people believe in spells and all this stuff. I'm not into that at all. I don't believe in that type of stuff. I just believe in just being a good, integral person. If somebody doesn't want to be with you, why would I want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with me? Make it make sense. I don't want to be with anybody that doesn't want to be with me. It's really cut and dry. Like, I'm a very peaceful person. I like to just set people free. I like just having peace in my life, in all areas of my life. I don't thrive in chaos. And a lot of people actually do. And they don't realize it, but they actually do like to function in chaos. And they're not able to understand that they are attracted to this toxic, you know, sort of dynamic, this sort of push and pull, this tug of war, when they just need to drop the rope. Just drop the rope and let it go. In identifying that no matter what you do, you cannot change someone's mind in wanting to be with you, this will help you understand that it is not you. This will help you take the blame off of yourself and thinking that there's something to alter in yourself, something that you need to do in order to get this person to like you. That's not the case. If somebody doesn't like you, somebody doesn't like you. No matter what someone does, it doesn't matter what someone's offering you. If you just don't like them, you just don't like them. You don't want to be with them, you don't want to be with them. I mean, we've all experienced dynamics like that where, you know, someone will like us and we don't really feel the same. And no matter what it is that they do, we still don't feel the same. There is no tactic that is going to be able to get someone that does not want to commit to you to commit to you. There is no tactic. Trust me. And why would you want to have to put in so much work to get someone to commit to you when people are getting that without having to do all of these tactics? Either someone is going to commit to you or they're just not. People can like you but still not want to commit to you too. I know, crazy, but it is true. And it happens. Number 4, mentally prepare and take action. Now, I don't even know if when I wrote this video treatment, if I was actually writing it in any particular order. Delete and block him so you're not constantly being reminded of him. And I think this is one of the hardest things to do. It's really difficult to delete and block someone when you can easily just undelete them and unblock them. And I'm guilty of doing this myself, honestly. I am. It really is true, guys, that time heals all. Time heals all. There's no dancing around that. Talking to him is not going to make him want you back. It's just gonna fool you. Think about a time where you have talked to a guy and he's really liked you. You didn't feel the same, but you were being nice to him. Being nice to him made him think that you liked him, but you didn't like him, you were just being nice. And look where that went. So let's say you break up with this guy because you have to break up with him because, again, this is a situationship. So you had to break up with him for your own peace of mind. And he doesn't really understand really what's going on, the weight of what's going on and why you had to make the decision that you really made. Let's just say that's the case. He's gonna keep on communicating with you because he's not really thinking it's that big of a deal. You understand? And you're thinking that him communicating with you, period, is a sign of, oh, see, like he still really cares. And it's like, no, that's not necessarily the case. Am I making sense? So to take action, right? I always suggest this because I take my health very seriously and I really love to be fit and healthy. And you know, I'm 25 now and they say your metabolism slows down after 25. Start going to the gym. Start channeling your emotions in a very healthy way. There are so many classes now that people could take, all the way from twerking it out to Zumba-ing out of your anger, pole fitness if you wanted to, just be like sexying out your anger. God, that sounds weird. You get it. Anything. Boxing, kickboxing, really something that's aggressive, really getting out your anger and just like sweating and getting those emotions out. That's how I feel when I work out. It makes me emotional because it's all the things in my life that I want to do and all the situations that were painful to me, I am now getting out in this activity and I'm feeling all these emotions and I'm pushing myself and I'm so serious about it. So all these emotions are coming out of me and it's a very, very passionate and intimate moment for me. This will get you out of the house. You're doing an activity, let's say you're taking a class, that way you have to show up. You're taking a class, have your friend pick you up. Take the class with your friend, have your friend pick you up. That way you don't have to skip the class if you're driving on your own. This is the one time you will hear me encourage online dating. Go on Bumble, go on Hinge, go on Luscious, whatever, to see your options. Now, Tinder to me is the absolute worst. Per se, I understand and I respect everyone has a bunch of different opinions of whatever, but I prefer always, if you're going to online date, go on the legitimate websites, you know, go on websites that you actually kind of do have to pay for. But if you're also just on there just for fun, just to see your options, I have a friend also that's on Bumble. She does not do online dating at all. All she does is swipe, just to see what's out there, but she doesn't even honestly meet anyone. And this, I think, might not make sense to others, but it makes sense to me. It's just the purpose of seeing that there's so many other people out here besides the one person that you thought that, you know, was everything and it for you. And lastly, number 5. This is gonna sound insane when I say this, but forgive yourself. And forgive him too. They say that the hardest person to forgive actually is yourself. And I personally can attest to this because I am pretty hard on myself and it's human nature that we are naturally our own worst critic. You would actually be surprised how little some guys tend to factor in our feelings in certain situations. They will just think, oh, we were cool. I thought this was completely cool. Some guys actually think that because of our behavior, acting like, you know, the cool person. So why would you have an issue with it if you were doing that for so long? Release the anger. Do not harbor the resentment. Really let it go. I can honestly tell you, hatred and resentment is so draining and toxic to you. I mean, I understand that you feel like you did nothing wrong. You're not always gonna get closure in every situation that you're in. And that was definitely one of my biggest lessons that I had to learn. I choose to not harbor resentment about that. And I choose to still appreciate, you know, the good moments for, you know, what it was, and continue to move on in my life. And I want you guys to do the exact same. That is the end of this video. If you guys have made it all the way to the end of this video, I want you guys to leave a crown emoji so that I know you made it all the way to the end of this video. And with that being said, do not forget that I love you and God loves you, and I will see you beautiful angels in my next video. Mwah. Oh my God, is this lip gloss under my lip? The entire time I was filming. I love that for me.